But obviously, production system, we're going to talk a little bit more about that in a minute, but that's your technicians, your selling system. The key player there is going to be your advisors and management system. That's usually the owners in that. And what we're going to spend time with this morning is in the selling system. What does that look like, and how do we elevate our hours per repair or our GP dollars? What is it that we can actually do there? And then I look at the quality employees. First of all, are they a team match? Are they a job match? Are they naturally wired for that? And then are they open to training? And culturally, there's a lot of shops now that um, fear is a lot of what's running their shop, and some of the fear of the customer, fear of whatever, is because technicians are so scarcity now for quality ones. A lot of shops have compromised, including in their onboarding process, and they haven't created a strong culture of training. And I hear over and over again from techs in different forums and all over the place, yeah, I just can't get my techs to go to training. And if in my shop, when I hired them, enhanced job description, they were signing that they're committed to their career and they're committed to their training, they're committed to the team, they're committed to ongoing training. And if management deems a training is necessary or is needed, that they're making every effort to go. It's none of this, well, I don't do evenings or Saturdays or weekend. I only work, 8 to 5 or whatever. That's probably, even though we need a heartbeat with wrenches, we need somebody that can produce, at least 8 hours a day. I get all the compromises that we do, but we want to make sure that we're up and we're really going after a training culture.